Hey guys, I have another Halloween DIY for you. Today's DIY is going to be me transforming this hat into something a little bit more interesting. I kind of want to add some pieces to it here, some accessories, and a little bit of color. So if you're interested in seeing what this will end up looking like, keep watching. I'm going to go from being this basic witch to being this queen witch. Stay tuned. Alrighty, this is the hat I'll be using. It is the Black Wizard of Oz hat. And you can see, oh, the tag is still on it because I've never used it. I purchased it from Disney. This was a couple years ago and it's just been laying around in my room. I will also be using this crow. It's styrofoam and covered in glitter. This black boa. This red feather. It's so pretty, guys. I love the color red. If you can't tell by now, my favorite color is red. This is just a painted feather. And last but not the least, one of these headbands. I will be using the black one. Here I'm checking to see how well the headband goes around the top of the hat, because the accessories are going to go on the headband and then the headband will go on the hat. I'm increasing the diameter of it by bending it in the opposite direction to make it wider so that it can sit better on top of the hat. I'm wrapping the boa very loosely around the top of the hat because if it's too tight, the hat will not fit on top of my head. After that, I will then tie the boa with the rope that comes at the ends of it. As you can see here, the boa is pretty loose on top of the hat. It's practically just sitting on top. Now let's move on to our headband. As you can see, those two I guess iron prongs can be used to attach the bird to the headband, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just wrapping the prong around the headband, and I wrapped them in opposite directions. So I wrapped one prong forward and then the other one I wrapped backwards. After I've wrapped it, I adjusted the bird to stay in the position that I wanted it, and then I moved on to attaching the feather. All I did was I inserted the base of the feather into one of the prongs and it pretty much stayed there. However, if you would like for yours to be more secure, you can use a rope to tie the feather to the headband, which was what I did. This is what the back of it looks like. I'm just placing the headband with the accessories on top of the hat, just to have an idea of what it would look like when I'm done. You can, rearrange your feather however you would like it to. If you want it to look more messy, you can mess it up. So our hat will look a little something like this when we're done. To further secure our accessories, I went and got a piece of rope, and I'm going to use this rope to tie the feather to the headband. The bird is quite secure, so I'm okay with the way it is, but I want to secure the feather a little bit more, so I'm using the rope. You can use a black rope if you want, but I don't mind the red. The feathers will cover it, and if it doesn't, a little splash of red will only add to the design anyway. Poor crow, he's been through so much. So here it is. Everything's secure on the headband. Now let's get our hat. We'll snip the extra rope away and place our headband on top of our hat, and we can readjust the feather to, you know, however we want it to look after we've placed our headband on top of the hat. It's pretty easy. So here it is. It's done. I really like how the headband adds a little bit of sparkle to the hat, and the rope, you can see the rope, but you can always use the feathers from the boa to hide, you know, the rope. That is all, guys. But we're not quite finished yet. Stay tuned for the fun part.